She loving persona, so used to whipping Madonna, cooking up like me now.
And welcome back to the couch at 247 Miami.tv. Are we are we on that, or we're just on YouTube? A YouTube channel 247 Miami.
We're on we're on the website too.
We're on the website too.
We
We
are
broadcast
at
every
the couch
Wednesday.
_Miami. I'm Two Dogs Poop, Clem December, Matt Lawson. We got W Dubai at W Dubai, my man Manny, and we got It's Coleman, and you'll never guess his name is Coleman.
We should name your mustache.
Ooh, I can't say why I have the mustache, just in case anybody's listening.
Can we call it half stash? Because that's what it is.
Half of it's blonde.
Okay, it is.
I think it's time for
It's
your
time.
mom's.
It's time for your female parents' favorite segment. Where is it? Let's find it here. There it is.
I thought I was going to say female dog.
Goodbye, Mama. Now you can have ice cream in heaven. I'll see you tonight when I go to bed in my head movies. But this head movie makes my eyes rain.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. Just like Matt said, it is your mother's favorite segment, Simple Jack. This week's Simple Jack is brought to you courtesy of the Associated Press. Out of, any guesses? Any guesses?
Lakeland, Florida.
No.
Ocala.
No, Amherst, Massachusetts.
Whoa! Throwing the curveball.
An
Okay,
unidentified man caused an evacuation from his apartment complex late last week due to an unusual odor coming from his place. Police responded to the Amherst apartment complex after the manager discovered several unmarked jars and cooking instruments, including a pungent liquid. Officials said the manager received multiple complaints about the odor, and tenants were temporarily evacuated. The responding assistant fire chief identified the liquid as urine. The man was cooking pee. And
Hot piss.
hotboxing his apartment complex with piss.
Wait, the guy who.
But was he doing this out of malice? Like he was. He wanted the No, hold on, bro. Hold on.
Well, that's why
This
we're
guy
going to get
was
into it.
storing urine.
Not only storing it, he was cooking it on his stove. Cooking pee.
Okay, did they ask this guy questions?
Okay, well, no charges were filed. So they
Because
didn't-
what do you charge him with?
Exactly. They didn't release his name or anything, so they didn't say, exactly what was happening here.
Urine is disgusting.
But cooking urine.
Hey, I'm
Wait,
gonna
wait,
say.
wait,
I'm
wait.
Cooking it.
gonna
So
go out there. I'm gonna say
who-
something.
Did who called his neighbor called the cops?
The neighbors called the manager and were like, "This place smells like death. Like,
and
what's happening
And he was
here?"
just boiling urine.
Yeah, so he went in there.
What
Yeah.
kind of
Pots,
okay?
like-
What kind of dish could he have been preparing? Let's think about this. All right, so you're boiling up some urine, right?
Unless he was dyeing clothes.
You're
Because
boiling.
You dye clothes with piss?
I've learned it in 1700s. and-
Ammonia.
Right. Well, I mean, it's good for the dye. I've just seen old shows.
So if you're boiling,
When you're walking the wool.
how good if you cooked your pasta in that, would that taste good?
Mm.
Yo, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna say something. We've all had dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I rather pick up dog poop inside a house than dog urine or animal urine,
You don't have
to say the least.
Pick up dog urine, you mop it up.
Well, I mean, you gotta pick it up, man. You gotta pick it up and throw it in the toilet.
The-
You just mop. Oh, wait a second, dude. You just mop up poop.
no, I
You gotta
said
pick up the chunk stuff first.
You gotta pick up the big fatty parts.
listen to what you said. You said you'd rather pick up dog poop than dog pee.
Then mop up dog pee.
I said mop up dog pee. I mop it up. You said pick up. That's why. That's where this. What brought this whole
Yeah.
segment
Tomato.
to a
look,
screeching halt.
tomatoes, tomato. Listen,
pick up. Yeah, I
'Cause-
mean
'cause
you're
it
right
gets in the
because
grout.
then you're that infers you're using your hands.
That's
with
why I said I use a mop.
well, I mean, you
I'm
throw.
not, I'm not saying you mop up dog turds, smear them all over the floor. Hey, look, I'm cleaning up.
no, but
This will
okay.
take hours.
All right, you're falling away from the point I was trying to make. I'd rather pick up dog doo doo than mop up urine, because urine it sticks. It
All
sticks, and the
right.
stench is horrible.
It's a great segment.
gra-
Let's
Grouch.
remind everyone they're listening to the couch on 24/7 Miami, where you get your steaming hot poo takes.
That was gonna be a segment if you would have stuck with poop.
Steaming hot poo takes. That's gonna be a segment of ours soon.
Well, you're called Two Dogs Poop. I was talking about P.
All right, so big names on the pup list
On the
so
poop list.
far on the poop list for the NFL. Some of those names consist of J.J. Watt, who recently had back surgery,
Mm-hmm.
says that
Good for him.
should be. That guy's a monster.
He's
Yeah,
gonna turn that
stay
into
out.
a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
Watch. He's
gonna-
gonna.
He got a sneaker out of it.
Yeah, there's gonna be some video of him in a hospital gown
Working out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Look at me. I'm JJ Watt.
He's gonna have video of him like breaking out of his hospital bed.
I've cut enough wood for 4 winters.
They said it would take 6 weeks.
In his
I'm out of here in 4.
I'm out of here in 2 days.
in his modest ranch like log cabin.
Yeah, with a helicopter pad and an elevator. I
Exactly.
train just like homeless people do.
Right.
Have you seen the Reebok commercial where he says that corny thing, where he's like, what does he say? I don't chase success, I hunt it, and he says it like that, and then like it's just like, what?
I know he's
8-8.
Yeah. And now with an with an unproven quarterback at the helm,
Yeah.
they'll need that defense.
$17 million Brock Osweiler.
Hunker down. Other big names. Speaking of today, the Packers opening up camp. Jordy Nelson, who was coming off of an injury last year, big, huge loss, man. They were dead at receiver last year, and I know this because I had Aaron Rodgers as my fantasy quarterback, and it was tough to watch.
Didn't you draft Jordy Nelson in a couple leagues?
I drafted Jordy Nelson in 1 league.
Okay.
And yeah, that draft was at after week 1 of the preseason. And then sure enough, in the 3rd preseason game, he goes down. So, I mean, shoot, I would rather have my draft after week 1 than, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
Yeah. I try to
fantasy football drafts
early September.
early,
After week 3.
after week 3 of the preseason, no earlier. Absolutely no earlier.
So Jordy Nelson went down, and we'll see. People say that they're not worried if he's going to play or not.
We'll see.
2 other huge names that went down just already, adding insult to injury for the Patriots, Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola.
Huh.
So, they already have Jimmy Garoppolo throwing the rock, not
Good.
having people to throw it to. Now, here's the thing, though.
Good.
There's 2
Gronk
different.
goes down too.
Man, chill. That guy's a clown. That guy makes me want to I can't wait for football season just to watch Gronk dance. But there's 2 different type of pup lists I was reading, right? There's a preseason pup list,
Mhm.
and then there's one once the season starts. Because if you're on the one, once the season starts, if you're on that pup list, you're out guaranteed for the first 6 weeks.
6 games, yeah.
Yeah.
So the preseason one, whatever, you're out for the preseason. Now they still, you're eligible to come back to practice at
I don't
any time.
I don't even know what the reason for the preseason pup list is anyways, because you have more than 53 guys out there anyways.
Right. I mean,
It's
there's
not like you have to save a roster spot for the preseason.
there's got to be some reason why they do it. I mean, but who cares?
I mean, I don't know.
Did you guys see? I think it just happened just recently. Tyler Eifert was placed on the preseason pup list, and they said that he's already questionable for week 1.
I've heard, yeah, he had to have surgery. He had to have surgery that he didn't know he was going to have
Mhm.
until 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I've heard that he could miss up to 4 regular season games.
Right. It's ankle surgery.
Tyler Eifert.
Right.
Yeah, so the tight end fantasy pool got a little weaker.
Right.
Yeah,
Tight end, tight ends for fantasy last year was weak sauce.
Yep.
There was 4 good fantasy tight ends.
I was all over the place with fantasy tight ends. I had one of the guys from, I don't even remember the dude's name, from Baltimore. I had one of the backups for Baltimore that was okay, and I had him for 2 weeks, and then I kind of toggled around. I had Jimmy Graham the beginning of the season,
Right.
and he kind of had those 2 really big games, and then he goes down. But fantasy, is it too early to start talking about that?
Heck no.
No.
Any early fantasy watches?
Here, wait. I want to do something real quick.
Let's do it.
Off rip, starting around the table. If you have first pick, without even thinking, go. First pick. Who do you take?
Todd Gurley.
Okay, second pick, go.
Antonio Brown.
All right, and then I would probably go Odell Beckham with the 3rd pick.
That's loose.
Wow, I didn't expect that, Todd Gurley.
I didn't expect that either. And I'm going to be implementing in at least one one
League.
team, one league this year because I
Mhm.
play in, we all play in so
We all
many.
play in a couple.
No running backs in the first, no running backs in the first 2 rounds.
What? That's gonna be your own personal draft method?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I haven't
I got
tried?
a couple things I'm gonna work on this year.
I've never gone high on a wide receiver. Like I've never done the Antonio Brown or Odell
First
Beckham.
pick,
I
yeah.
haven't done it. You were all over Odell Beckham.
Oh
last year.
yeah.
But if you look at like the top 10 running backs last year, that finished top 10, what was there one that was
completely,
drafted in
yeah.
the top 10? Adrian Peterson.
You had David Johnson. You had Devontae Freeman.
Right.
You had,
David Johnson is Yahoo's number 2 ranked position player right now.
Right. And
Which
but
is-
but so that moves him up into the rank of the people last year that went down.
he
Jamal
won me-
Charles.
He won me a fantasy championship last year.
He won a lot of people fantasy.
And he put me into another championship that I lost. But he's gonna go a lot sooner than other big names. Other big names that are good flex starts. Throw a little sleeper in there. But I was reading a little article while we were off air about Jamal Charles.
Mhm.
I mean, granted, you have West and you have Spencer Ware in there.
What was the name of that article again?
I don't know.
It was like what'd you say? All the reasons against drafting Jamal Charles, you're wrong.
Yeah, all the reasons for not drafting Jamal Charles, and you're wrong.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So
that's
somebody loves Jamal Charles.
Yeah.
On the interweb.
But
Well-
a lot of people also. So if Yahoo is ranking David Johnson that high, there's a lot of people that are gonna take him that high because they just do.
right,
There's a lot of people that
right.
they don't necessarily auto draft, but they listen to what Yahoo's telling them, and they're like, "Oh, look at what David Johnson did in the last 6 weeks of the season." Because I mean, he blew up. He definitely projected some people into the fantasy championships. I think I actually might have had him in our league.
David Johnson?
Yeah, he probably propelled me into the Super Bowl between you and I.
Yeah, you guys were in the ship last year.
Yeah, I won it. Thank you.
Stomped me.
But yeah, names that are gonna go in front of guys like Jamal Charles. I mean, if Jamal Charles falls to you in the 4th or 5th round,
No.
if he falls,
Nah.
that's
What?
But you're
What?
you're talking 3rd rounder though, because
I don't know.
I mean,
Jamal Charles shouldn't make it out of the 2nd round.
No.
I don't think he should. But there are people. Look, Devontae Freeman's gonna go before him. Lamar Miller's gonna go before him.
Yeah.
Lamar Miller, I think, is deserved to go before him. Yeah, I think he's
Well,
going to be getting the ball a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so if you're in a 12-man league, is there
Okay.
24
12
guys to draft before Jamal Charles? 24 guys?
I've never.
If you're because you're talking 4th round. You're talking there's 36 guys that are gonna go before Jamal Charles.
What was he last year? Like second Yahoo?
Yeah,
rated
yeah,
overall?
had to have been.
Second
yeah,
or
but he
third?
killed a lot of people too.
Oh, of course, but that happens.
Obviously, and it's
So did
happened.
Eddie
and it-
Lacy.
And it's happened the last 3 seasons though, where he went down and he killed a lot of teams.
Right, it happens. But before that, I mean, his usage and his yards per carry when he's not injured are just so phenomenal. And that offense, it runs through him. And you see when they take Sharkandrick West and Spencer Ware and
Plug and play.
they plug and play them, and they use the 2 of them. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I don't want to spoil anything, but DeAndre Hopkins and Aaron Rodgers, those are my guys.
What that you're gonna?
Those are my for sure guys this year.
All right, we'll get more into that on the couch. Some more fantasy talk. Some more maybe W Dubai knows it all. Who knows? We'll be right back.